So let's talk about more general purpose topics. Um, have you been practicing maths lately at home, or do you practice when you're in Dhaka? Mathematics
Yeah, I practice when I'm in Dhaka,
in Dhaka.
but in Kagachari I cannot practice because I'm quite busy to
Yeah.
work room the area.
Well, even for studies, I think you would need the ideal environment, the proper environment to actually get yourself mentally and physically prepared to sit down and study. And so you've gone to Kagachari on a vacation, and so it's kind of quite unlikely that you'll study when you're at home, uh, simply because you like to hang out with your friends, chill around, roam with your friends, and just enjoy the environment, and take in the nature. So I don't blame you for not studying or wanting to study while in Karachi. It's understandable or expected. That's expected. And your when you studied the diploma course in civil engineering, uh, have you been able to retain all the information, or have you forgotten most of it?
No, I have not forgotten, but I have to learn a lot. It's not, but in diploma they did not teach us for the senior person, just like the senior person.
Oh, okay. So if
But if I do a BSc, then I will get a lot of knowledge.
okay, so in the diploma course, they only touch the surface, like they don't go in depth.
Yeah,
All right. So if you pursue BSc in civil engineering, then you'll be able to kind of go in depth and also expand your knowledge of the topics that you've kind of heard about in the past. All right. All right.
that's
So
correct.
all right. So which means that in diploma, you do know about the topics of what you're supposed to study, but it's only on a surface level. So it's not
Yeah,
like in-depth knowledge of any given topic or let's say subject. But when you
yeah.
probably
If you work, if you get a job from the diploma, then after 2 years or 3 years, you can earn a lot of knowledge, and it's for the surface level.
okay, okay. So you're able to kind of acquire the
Maybe you
experience.
can learn by doing job.
Yeah, yeah. So if you kind of work, let's say, in a job, you'll be able to kind of implement your learning and use it practically on the job from whatever you've learned on the job.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
in Bangladesh, how much do they pay an engineer who has passed his diploma? Like, what's the basic salary or the starting salary?
I think its starting salary is 15K,
15,000.
12K, 15K.
All right.
Yeah,
And if you experience, like let's say 3 years experience, how much would you get? If you have about 3 years experience,
25, 25.
20 years, like so somewhere in that range. And I
Yeah,
think in Dhaka, if
for
you
the BSc,
BS, okay.
who came with BSc on civil engineering, they can get 25 or 30,000, just like that.
Oh, so if you have the BSc, then obviously you'll get a higher salary compared to somebody with a diploma. Um,
Yeah.
and as a bachelor, that salary might be enough to kind of meet your expenditure. But if you if you have a family, I don't think that that money will be sufficient enough to actually cover the family's cost.
No, no, no. That's not sufficient enough.
It's not enough.
But if you get a government job, maybe you can get sufficient enough.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah.
Not
Well,
for the private job.
in that case, it's fine. Oh yeah, but do you know that from next year, right? They're going to stop pensions. I think right from next year, government jobs. Did you see that
Yeah,
that
I've
news
seen
about?
that. I don't think so.
But they said that implemented. I think from next year July, uh, like they kind of stop the pensions for like let's say for any current
No, no, no. The
employees.
pension the government gives to the employers. Actually, that was their salary. They cut the salary maybe around 1K or 2K salary
Oh,
from the employers. And after that, they're just giving them
okay.
the pension
As pension.
of the name of pension.
Okay.
Yeah,
But from next year, what's gonna change? Is it like they'll just pay the full salary and no pension later? Is that like the deal?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's up to
If you have a knowledge that just just maybe 2K or 1K
you
every month, just keep it in the bank.
in the bank. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like a same, just like a
Yes.
pension.
So in this case, people who are good with savings, it will be beneficial for them. But people who are, let's say,
Yeah.
who are spendthrifts or who spend money like loosely, it's a problem for them because they will not be able to keep money in savings. So I think it's a double-edged sword. For some
No,
people,
no,
it's
no. Everybody keeps savings
yeah,
because they have a family. Maybe if I have no family, I have no wife, no children right now. Because right now my mind is to spend the money a lot, not for the savings. When I get married and have a child, then I have a problem. I cannot spend a lot of money. I have to save for my future and for my future child. Am I right?
so yep. So you could say, for your prospective child, maybe. So that's the word you could use. So for a prospective child, which means a child that you might
Prospective
eventually, yeah,
child.
a child that you might eventually have in the future, a prospective child. That's true, but I've seen some husbands or some fathers who are still a bit careless even after having, like, let's say even after being married or having children, they still spend money, like you could say, quite loosely, or they spend money carelessly. I've seen some, like let's say husbands or fathers doing that, and even some wives or some mothers doing that. So uh,
Yeah,
your reasoning is actually valid, or like it's the standard that yes, once you have a family, you are supposed to save for your your future generations, so for your kids and maybe their grandchildren or whatever, or the grandchildren. But I've seen some people who don't actually save, they just kind of spend the money carelessly in the moment. But most people, I'm sure they will save money. They'll keep it in the bank, aside, let's say in the savings account, because they will need that money in the long run, or in the long term. That money will be required. So yeah, uh, it almost seems like the Bangladesh market, it's very very unstable. You just never know what's going to happen. Like maybe in the next 5 years, they might change policies and implement something new or bring in something new. So yeah, we can't say for sure exactly what's gonna happen. Uh, you can just hope for the best. If possible, go abroad with your family, enjoy life there instead of living in this hellhole in Bangladesh, where there's no certain future.
yeah,
So yes, that's why I think it's a wise decision. Most of my students, they learn English because they want to kind of migrate abroad. So all the students that I'm teaching, their targets are all the same. They want to go abroad, because they want to live Bangladesh. Like same, it's like example, Rishi. Then he's kind of senior from Dhaka University. He, he has the same target. He also wants to like migrate to some other country. Same for maybe even the girl that I teach in West Kazipara. She's from Dignala, and she has plans to go to Canada. Same like you. She also wants to, because she has family there in Canada, like some relatives. So she intends to go to Canada and settle there. So yep, all the students that I'm teaching, at some point they have a plan to migrate to some other country because they understand the current you could say situation or scenario in the CHT or Bangladesh in general. So, and I don't blame them. I understand perfectly why they want to leave the country. Thanks. Um, when you are, let's say, in public spaces, right, with people that you know, do you keep the shirt on or do you kind of take off a shirt if you know those people well?
But in public place,
Yeah, like so. Let's say, so in the public space, let's say, you're at someone's place, right? Let's say you're at someone's house, but you're very close to them and you know them very well. So, do you take off a shirt or do you
yes,
keep it
yes. I just take off my shirt.
on? Because that's a comfort zone, right? You enjoy taking your shirt off and
Yeah.
staying like that.
But in the public place, in the
Well, yeah,
outdoor place, I'll
like
take my
yeah.
shirt.
Well, if it's on the like main road or like let's say on the outdoor stuff, that's understandable.
Yeah,
You would have the shirt on. But even when you go to your friend's place, once you're inside, just take off the shirt, huh? Like it's just like okay, just be
yeah.
comfortable. Okay, okay. And now in the summer, are you wearing boxers or are you wearing underwears?
No, I'm just wearing half pants,
Half pant. Okay, okay. For me, like I do wear
short
those
pants.
the short pants. Um, when I go out, by default, I have the boxers, and on top of that, I wear my half pants when I go out. But in the room, then yep, I'm always on boxers because it's all about comfort, and I feel really comfortable
Yeah,
wearing the boxers. It,
yeah. But careful about your little brother.
well, I'm mindful of it. I make sure that I use some kind of a towel, like when I'm sitting, on the ground. Um, so yes, I've got two towels, and if there are any girls or like let's say any female guests, in those cases or in those circumstances, I tend to maybe just put a towel in the area, just to be careful.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of things
Well, yeah,
in
but
night floor.
well, as guys, I don't really care. I don't really mind. So even in this flat, when it's just all guys, I don't care. I don't care at all. When I have dinner, like I'm like, I have it, you have it. It doesn't bother me one bit. I don't care about it. If you remember when we were on the ninth floor, I used to only be kind of mindful or a bit more these like let's say more restrained when there are female guests. But if it's just you, me, or when there's tutuda or like Noki, like with those guys,
Yeah,
I don't care because it's just all of us. I mean, you have it, I have it. It doesn't really
yeah.
bother me.
In ninth floor, it's like a hotel.
It was like a hotel,
In
yeah.
every week, maybe after 2 3 days, it,
Lots of guests.
people are coming. Lots of guests.
Uh,
Maybe even we didn't know him.
yeah, uh, they'll be there because those guests were, I think, mostly from Tutu's side, most of them.
Yeah,
And that saying, 12 months, you know, 12 months, 13 months guess. That Baromashe, that was the term that it's called, I think I forgot the term.
Baro Masetero Parbon.
Yeah, something like so. Like in a year we have 12 months, but basically we had guests for 13 months in total, or like something like that along those lines. So yep, those things, and it's true we had a lot of guests. That's why that Kaisha Hotel, the name it was named like that's what it was called when
Yeah,
we were staying there. It was quite popular as well. I like people used to talk about it on Facebook and some other stuff about the name of that kitchen because it was kind of named as Kaisha Hotel. So yeah. Um, do you miss their cooking? Noki, Tutu.
no, no, I don't miss.
You don't miss the cooking. Well,
Yeah, I don't
some.
want to remember that book.
Well, like I mean, I don't want to recall that like that flats those incidents or events that happen. But when it comes to food, I think there were some recipes that I enjoyed from Noki as well as
Yeah.
Tutudam. I did enjoy them. But
Yeah.
overall,
Gnocchi cooks a lot of vegetables things.
yeah, he's quite
But
good
the
in
tutu
vegetables.
is only meat or fish.
Right, right. Yep. So, I think Noki was, like he was a specialty when it came to vegetables, and Tutu was good in the meat side, the meat and fish. He was quite good at
Yeah.
that, and Noki was in vegetables.
He did not cook vegetables.
Yeah, he didn't like it as well. I recall. So there was this one phase that we had while staying in the flat. So what happened was that for 2 days we ate vegetables. And by the third day, he was like, "Hey, come on, man, I want to eat meat. Let's buy some meat." Like, so that guy likes to eat meat. So by the third day, he was like, almost he was yearning for meat. He wanted to eat that so much, longing for meat. And I said, "Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Let's buy some fish, and we can have our lunch or dinner or whatever." So yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I recall myself that I have ate lunch and dinner every day. It's a boiled without that oil.
You mean boiled food?
Yeah. Boiled food and some vegetables without oil.
Without oil? Where in the
Just like a fish, fish paste and the shrimp paste.
shrimp paste?
Shidol.
Yep, the shrimp paste.
Yeah.
On the ninth floor, you did that when you were
No,
there.
no, no.
Haifa.
In
Kagachar.
in Kajipara.
Kazi. So like you mean Kazipara means what? Like on the ninth floor when you were there?
No, no, no. My previous flat.
Oh, okay, okay. So when you're staying with that Bishon.
Yeah.
Ah, in your previous set. Okay, okay. So you used to cook some maybe some dishes without adding oil to it.
Yeah.
Without the oil. Okay. And did you like the taste of it without the oil? Was it good?
Yes. I have test like one week or 10 days. I didn't buy fish and meat.
So you ate without oil for 10 days.
Yeah.
So it's like like let's say it was exclusively cooked or boiled without the oil, like just without oil, basically.
Yeah. We cook without oil, just with chili and
Yeah,
shrimp paste.
shrimp paste.
Adding some shrimp paste.
Okay, so chili, shrimp paste, and with what vegetable did you have it
We
with?
call that Anisha.
What's that?
I have brinjals, lettuce finger,
Oh, okay.
brinjal.
Okay, so all different sorts of vegetables, from brinjals,
Yeah.
or you could say the eggplant that we call it, and then the lady finger or lady's finger. And what else did you have? Maybe some also green leafy vegetables, perhaps among those
Yeah.
items.
And green beans.
Green beans. Uh, didn't you crave for some sort of like oily food, or like food with oil among like standards?
No, no, no. I have craving all food, but I did not cook.
Wow, so that means you're quite disciplined in your food intake. Like you're able to kind of almost
No, no, no.
pull back your, you know,
I did not get time to go to the market. I'm quite busy that day.
wow. So I mean, okay, if it's one day, I understand, but you're busy for 10 days, and so you don't have time to buy the oil. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No, no. We have oil, but we did not cook.
Cook it. There's a
If
oh,
you cook meat and fish, it will take a lot of time.
okay. So just exclusively vegetables without the oil. It just just had it like for 10 days.
Yeah.
And did you lose some weight when you had that? Because I don't know if you feel like every day vegetables. How we're able to kind of cope with
No,
that.
no, no. I ate just like a one plate. I take 2, 3 plates with vegetables.
So,
So how
yeah,
will lose my weight?
like that's how would I put it? You're able to you have good adjustable levels, which is nice to know. Some people can't adjust. For example, if you give Tutu, like if you tell him, you have to have vegetables for 10 days, I think he'll go crazy. He'll be like, "What? There's no meat. How can I survive?" He'll probably say that. So yeah, like for you, kudos to you. You're able to make the adjustments, and so good on you. But there are some guys
Yeah.
they can't.
I also have some boiled lady finger.
Well, there is. Yep.
Just one dish.
Yeah, when I'm alone, I can survive with just a single like dish as well. Anything that's simple, I can eat even with like let's say I don't know, mashed potato, or mashed papaya, or even just egg fry, or perhaps even also like just maybe something boiled food like boiled at the brinjal or eggplant, or also just
Yes.
boiled lettuce finger, boiled what's that some other vegetables if you might have. So all the stuff like I'm okay with that, and I don't need meat every day. Like for me, if you have fish or meat, twice a week it's enough for me. I have no, you could say, like urgings to have meat every single day. But I know that there are some people who like to eat meat every day. At least one meal per day, they would like to eat meat. There are some people. So for them, it's very difficult to survive without meat. Like, let's say if you have 3 meals per day, they would like to have at least one meal per day, like with meat. There are some people that I know. So yeah, and I think being able to adjust is a great, you could say, asset or an attribute to have, because when you have hardships or hard times, you have to make those adjustments, and so being able to adjust is actually a good thing. All right. So, yep.
Yeah.
I think you also have to go and kind of drop off your like your sister-in-law,
Sister.
yeah, your sister-in-law, to Gogra. So yeah, for today we'll conclude the session here, and I think I'll see you on Saturday probably, because you'll be busy
Yeah.
tomorrow and Friday. You'll be busy for the next 2 days. So I'll see you on Saturday. All right, then enjoy the wedding and the festivities or whatever. But yep, you know, enjoy responsibly. All right, as I always say, enjoy responsibly.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's what I'd
I
say.
will. I will.
Enjoy responsibly. All right, then. For now, take care, and I shall see you again on Saturday.
Okay. See you on Saturday.